Hello and welcome to your daily love reading for Wednesday. Wonderful Wednesday. My name's Liz and this is Guided by Angels. And I'm going to bring in 4 decks of cards for this reading today. We're going to connect with the energy around you, your person, your journey. We're going to use the Ghost Tarot with it being nearly Halloween. We're going to bring in the Beautiful Magical Grand Trumps Oracle. And this deck is based around the series Once Upon a Time. So if you love that series, you're going to love this deck. I'm also going to bring in the Telepathy Oracle because I do feel that you are communicating a lot right now through telepathy and the connection lost somewhere in time. Now, I'm also going to channel a message they've already given me about another number sequence. Yesterday, we got 1331 coming through. Today, they're giving me 1441. So we're going to talk a little bit about that and about the wasps as well. If you've been seeing wasps or if you've had them around you, even though it's October, there is a message behind that too. So let's connect and see what's going on. If you would like a personal reading with me, you can reach out to me at guidedbyangelsreadings@gmail.com. So I'm going to start by shuffling all the cards. So thank you, angels. What's the energy around you today? What's the energy around you today? What's the message around you? I feel it's this one. Okay, and that one. I'm going to take them anyway and just see what comes up. But I feel it's the first card, which was conflict. So there may be a bit of conflict around today. What's the energy around them today? What's the energy around them today? And the reason why a few of those cards have come out for you is because you may be a bit conflicted in your mind. You may have things going through your mind. So we're going to connect with what's running through your mind and why. What's the energy around the journey today? What's the energy around the journey? I feel it's that one and that one come with it. Wow. It's like where you go, they go. Where they go, you go. You can't not be around each other because the love is so intense. So what's the energy around you? Look at that trust. You're being guided to trust, even when there's conflict. What's the message around them today? We've got attract. And what's the energy around the journey? This is a powerful reading, I feel already. What's the guidance for you today from your angels? What do you need to be aware of from your angels today? There we go. The storm. So could be a storm coming in. Storms clear the air. Could also be a storm around you today. Again, conflict. Or it could be there is an actual physical storm going on. What's the guidance around them today? I feel it's this card. I'm going to take these as well. Look at this, the hero. There's a delay because they want to become your hero. They're working on stepping into their masculine power. And what's the energy around the journey today? What's the energy around the journey? I feel it's that one there. And then with the tarot. Okay, what's the guidance around you today with the tarot? 2 cards straight out. There's a storm in that card I've just seen as well. That looks like a storm. Look at that. Wow. What's the energy around them today? What's the guidance around them? The energy around them, what are you going through? 1 card. And what's the energy around the journey? What's the energy around the journey? Thank you, angels. I've just noticed on the cards, they've got like an eye on the back there. So it's about the 3rd eye opening, being aware of what you're physically being shown as well. So let's see what's happening now. Before I even go into the cards, let's talk about the wasp first of all. Now, I've had anger coming through very clearly about what they are feeling right now because they are very angry. They feel angry, not necessarily towards you, but within their own self because they're angry because you may be moving on. Now, you're not moving on, I'm sure. You're just releasing the struggle, pulling your energy back to you, doing your own thing, working on your career, perhaps spending time with family, friends. Some of you could be in new relationships, but I feel the most of you and the majority of you working on yourself, and they are feeling that energy and they're worried and stressing that you're moving on. It came up in a few of the readings over the last few days. They're very angry. They're saying, I couldn't bear it if you're with anyone else. What are you doing? Where are you? Maybe some of you are traveling right now or you've got things going on and you're not around and they are stressing and there's anger there. And the way we are shown anger is through wasps showing up. Now, I know obviously for some places you get a lot of perhaps creature activity. You may get a lot of wasps or hornets or bees coming around. But when it gets colder, especially here in the UK, we don't see as many of them. We see them in September where they're dying off, but it's very rare to see them kind of like October, November time. But I was actually recording those videos about anger yesterday, and I went through my videos, got everything done, and as I was kind of shutting everything down and tidying everything around, I thought, what's that buzzing noise in here in my office? I thought, what's that buzzing noise? Looked up at the window and there's a huge wasp, and I really don't like them. I have no idea where it's come from, how it got in the house or anything, because I don't open windows or anything like that. But it was there, and I thought that's a huge message about the anger that's coming. And I kind of called on God to get rid of it, and it kind of fell on the floor, and it's clearly dead now. But again, it's like the sting going out. It's like you heal the sting. So where it perhaps stung you before, I feel that definitely where you've been in pain over the journey before, you're now feeling a lot stronger. So you're not getting stung by things they say or things they do. So you take the sting out of the connection easier than perhaps you did before. And I feel that's where a dead wasp is symbolising. But if you're seeing actual active wasps, even if it's just for a second or a moment, whether you see it in person or in a show, or you hear the noise perhaps in your mind or something like that, it's a huge message that they are very angry. They're angry at themselves because they feel that you're moving on, not that you are. You're just learning how to handle the journey better. So for that reason, you may also be seeing 1441. And the way the angels showed this number to me yesterday, when I got in bed last night, sometimes you draw your curtains and you can see things in the curtains. I don't know if you do that yourself, but I see images sometimes in things. And I could clearly see the number sequence 1441 reflected in my curtains. It was like the shape of the way the curtains had gone into. And it said 1441, and the angel's saying this is the number you need to share. So 14 is about trusting in miracles. Now bees are about miracles, wasps are about anger. So it's different if you've seen bees. If you've seen bees still, or you've seen bees show up in another way, perhaps you go out somewhere and you see a bee on a mug or a plate or some kind of object, or you see a cuddly bee toy, that's a huge message about a miracle coming in. And you're being asked right now to trust in miracles, which I feel is even more powerful because you got the trust card coming out in your journey for trust. So you're definitely being guided to trust right now, to trust in miracles, and trust that the angels are supporting your decisions and theirs. So the 41 is about any decisions that are coming in that you're making or they're making, and you may be making the decision to pull your energy back and focus more on yourself, and that's going to lead to miracles. And obviously their decisions are to release themselves from karmic binds, free themselves up and deal with their stuff, even if they can't say it yet or communicate it yet. This is what they are planning on doing, because remember, they are working out how to be their own hero, and that's what the delay is for there, because that's going to attract everything to them. Look at this, so they can give me fear, to release the fear, to have the cup with you. So obviously I'm going to go into their cards in a moment, and you've got the Two of Cups as well, the lovers, the relationship between the two of you. So this is being manifested. This is really beautiful. So wasps are a clear indicator that they are angry, that you may be moving on, and they are feeling obligated to deal with their situation. They're dealing with their obligations. They want to move forward towards you. They want to sort it out. And you're being guided to trust in the love. It says you need to trust in a relationship for it to thrive. So for this relationship to thrive and turn into union, you must trust in it. And that's why the angels say trust in miracles. So if you're seeing 1414 or 1441, this is a huge sign for you today to have faith. Now, the guidance around you, we got the conflict card. So let me just bring that one up first. Yeah, conflict, because it may be a ghostly love. So what I'm connecting with this is you may be conflicted right now because they're ghosting you. And what is ghosting? It means when there's no contact, there's silence, or they haven't replied to your message, or they've disappeared. But really they do that. They pull their energy back to actually go within and work out what they need to do. I did a masculine check-in not long ago, and they said, I'll be back when I've sorted myself out. So you may not like the fact that there's tension between you, because you're saying, why can't you just tell me how you truly feel so we can clear the air? But there is a storm coming in, because you've got the storm warning. And what do storms do? They clear the air. So what you're wanting is actually going to come in. So don't let your ego put you into fear or stress. Have trust instead that they are going to return. Because you're saying, your phantom spirit continues to embrace me with your sweet love and torture my head and my heart and soul as you reject me with coldness in the physical world. So you may feel they're rejecting you with coldness, but they're not meaning to be cold. They're just in their head working out what to do. And they're not rejecting you anyway. That's your own ego wanting something they're not ready to give to you, or wanting validation from them. When you get that validation from deep within you, you're already connected. They may just be busy with their own stuff. They're dealing with their own anger. They may have family matters going on. They could be dealing with work, finances. They may not be ready to communicate because they can't find the right words, or they don't yet know what to say, or they're trying to work it out or take the honouring path to you. So they may seem like they're being cold or cool or cruel, but they're actually all in their head working it out. You know, when we're connecting with their cards, they are feeling nothing but love for you because they connect with you as their soulmate, their counterpart, their divine one. It's your mind right now that's causing the problems. That's why the angels are asking you to trust, because there is a storm coming in, and that storm is going to clear the air. It's going to change everything. And the angels are working this out. You know, the angels are working behind the scenes to help. So your emotions may be erupting today because you may be feeling their temper. I feel it may be the other way around today because you've been picking up on their energy. I feel you've been quite calm, but today you may be feeling a bit conflicted and angry yourself because you're picking up on what they are feeling, and they've actually been healing from your light, so they may not be feeling as angry today as they have. So I feel the roles are reversing a little bit. So if you're feeling emotional today, or angry, or frustrated, or there's tension there, or you feel like you're losing it, like you're losing control, you're being guided to breathe. Because you've actually switched energies. You've healed them with your light, and you've taken on or absorbed their stress. So the foreshadowing is you may not be seeing things clearly. There could also be a traumatic event going on. So you could be dealing with something where you're really wishing they were there for you, or you're hoping that they can be there, or you're wanting to communicate with them. Or maybe you're even feeling they've been through some trauma or some chaos or some tower moment, and you're wanting to communicate, but the conflict with you or the conflict with them is actually only in the mind. And what you're saying is, the truth is, you broke me into 1,000,000 pieces. I just threw the card on the floor. You may feel like they've just thrown you away, like they've discarded you, like you didn't matter, and your mind's in conflict about it. You're saying, you broke me. The truth is, you broke me into 1,000,000 pieces, and I've been trying to pick myself up ever since. So you may feel like you're putting the pieces of your own soul back together right now. You're putting the pieces of your heart back together. You're saying, I'm proud of who I've become. Can you honestly say the same? So you're saying to them, you know, I'm proud of myself. Are you proud of you? So again, there's a little bit of judgment here and pointing the finger and blaming them, because you may be saying in your own mind, you know, why are you staying in that situation? Why are you still wearing that mask? It's like you're pointing the finger at them, and you have to turn it back to you. And have compassion, empathy instead. They may not be doing it the same speed as you, but they are doing it. You're being guided to trust instead. And this is all connected with karmic connections. And some of their karmic connections can be friends. But you may be a little bit jealous, or you're stressing because you're saying, you didn't choose me. You didn't choose me. You came into my dreams and showed me what you were going to do, but you didn't choose me. So you may not feel chosen today, but again, it's your own ego. It's never about choosing you or choosing between you and someone else or you and something else. It's about them needing to choose themselves. Because you're saying, why didn't you choose me? Why didn't you choose our true love? This wounded me. It's hurt me so deeply, much more than you can ever know. And they do know they've hurt you. They know they hurt you when they're indecisive. But it's not about making a decision to be with you or not be with you. It's about them making the decision to be brave enough to choose their own self. And then that always leads back to you. So I do feel there is friends around them right now that are karmic friends. They may be causing a problem. And there may also be people around them that you may be a little bit jealous of that you don't need to be at all. Especially because a lot of the karmic connections are really like friendships, because they've outgrown the love. It isn't the same. They love you. So a lot of the relationships the masculines are in, like karmic relationships, such as marriages, living arrangements, boyfriend, girlfriend, 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 boyfriend, boyfriend, whatever it is, it's more like friendship. It's more like just compatibility. It's more like we've been together such a long time, we don't know any other way, or it's fear of change. And it's more like friendship or sibling connection. So I'm so glad we have healed enough to become friends. I'm so grateful to have you in my life. So this is about you recognizing that They want to end what they are in, their karmic connections, amicably, because they do recognise that person has value and has helped them in some way. Now, I'm getting two things. The first thing I'm connecting here is that you've got friends in your life who can help you. Now, those friends may actually be your angels. You may feel like you can't confide in anyone. No one's on the same level as you or the same wavelength as you on this journey, like your actual physical friends. So you may feel a little bit isolated or alone for that reason. And when we're spiritual, we are very busy with our own spiritual stuff anyway, so it's hard to let people in that way. But you have support because your angels are all around you, and some of you do have friends. And you're grateful for the friends you have. You're grateful for the friendship as well that you have with your twin, and you do recognise that. You do know that what you have is very special, but this is about you having support when you need it. And those supporters could also be karmic connections to you. So you could also have your own karmic partner or your own situation you're dealing with. But what I'm feeling is this is also about them knowing that they've become friends with that person, but it's time to let them go. So it's only complicated because we are choosing to make it that way. So the angels are reminding you of this. You choose to overcomplicate things or go into fear or ego, and they are choosing to overcomplicate it because they're not breaking free of their karmic binds because they're afraid of change. But you're being shown in dreams the truth. It says, I wake up from my beautiful dreams with you to find myself living in a nightmare because you know where to be found. So what I'm really feeling today is the two main messages coming through is you're conflicted right now to trust or not to trust, perhaps because they've disappeared. They've been in your dreams, but they're nowhere around in the physical world. They may be ghosting you. They may be spending time with their friends or their karmic people. And you're thinking, what about me? Why haven't you chosen me? Why? And that puts you into conflict. And that's why you feel alone. You feel left out. You feel like they're talking to everyone else but you. And you don't know what's happening. It's the fear of the unknown causing a problem. And that's why you're being guided to trust, to have faith in the love that you share, and to know that they are just stepping up to do it right. Because you know in your heart and soul they're loyal to you. You know in your heart and soul they love you. You can feel the energy. You can feel the passion. So I'm seeing this as the energy of them is always there. They live inside of you. You feel them. You feel the kundalini rising between you. You know they love you. You know. Even if they're not showing up for you physically. So what they are saying to you is, you are my beloved one. You are my beloved soulmate. We have a special soul bond. And they give me fear that brings up fear. And it gets intense, and that's why they can pull away. But we have a special soul bond that unites us and draws us close to one another. Our connection is eternal and sacred. And your person is saying that to you today. Because this is what they know deep down. That's why they crave your cup. They want a new relationship with you. They want a new romance with you because they feel romantic about you. They want to love you and be happy with you and bring joy to you. And they want to have this life with you. They want a new beginning. Some of them want to have pregnancy. They want marriage. They want to bring in an emotional offer. They want to celebrate. They want a new beginning. There's just a delay around it while they become the hero to change their life, to show up for you the right way. And that's what you're attracting when you're in your light. But I feel what's actually happened today is the energy has shifted around. So you've perhaps been sending them healing, sometimes without even knowing you're doing it because you've been busy filling up your own cup. You've been working on you. And what you've done there is you've been sending that light out and they've drank from your cup, your energetic cup, and it's healed their anger. And you've absorbed their anger, and that's making you feel conflict today. And that's why you're stressing. So today it's like they're in their feminine energy, you're in your masculine energy. But ultimately everything has been worked out. It says the appeal of soul pairing goes beyond the superficial world. It goes beyond the surface, the material, the karmic things. So you're being guided back together. You're being guided together like a moth to a flame because they want to drink out of your cup. The delay is the reason they're not around you because they're becoming the hero. They're becoming the masculine. They need to be able to step into their power and fight for you, to show up for you, to take the lead, to be the one reaching out and taking control and pursuing so that you're not pursuing or trying. So the Hanged Man says it creates a change of perspective. It helps to understand what the sacrifice is, the restriction. And this is what they go through in their mind, and recognize I'm restricting myself because I'm sacrificing my own happiness, because I'm not letting go of where I need to. And I know you're waiting for me to make a decision. I need to continue to do that. Thank you for persevering. Thank you for holding on. Thank you for not giving up while I'm indecisive about what I need to change. Thank you for trusting me, for surrendering, for continuing to be vulnerable as I transform. And they are transforming to be vulnerable, to be brave, to make the right sacrifice, to do the right thing, to stand up for what's right for them. And the journey is protected as they follow their light. That's why the angels are saying, trust in miracles, because the angels are supporting these decisions. And their decision is to have a new beginning with you, a new relationship with you, and that's what they want to fight for. So all this conflict you're in today is because you've absorbed their anger from the last few days, and it's because you may not be seeing things clearly right now, and they're blocking my throat. So the energy of the journey is, we've got no air, so maybe you just need to go outdoors and breathe. You may not be allowing yourself to breathe through what you're going through. This is eternal love. The angels say the love that you feel is immortal. It's everlasting. However, the timing is never right. It says, you're saying, this is you kind of looking at this saying, the timing is just never been right. So again, it could be fear-based. The timing isn't right. It says, I see you in my dreams. So I definitely feel you're both connecting in dreams. And I'm going to bring the dream deck in for some bonus messages at the end, because you've got this dream card and you've got the other dream card. So it says, although we said goodbye, I still feel you with me and see you in my dreams. So even though you're not physically together right now, you feel each other's energy through dreams, through the presence of each other, and you can feel something is shifting. But the angels say this love is immortal and everlasting, but the timing needs to be right. So you just need to breathe right now. You may just be having no air, which means you may be working hard. Maybe you're stuck in one place. You haven't been out and breathed in the air for a while. You haven't been for a walk or been in nature. And it may feel like being without each other. It's like trying to live without air. How can I breathe without you? They feel that way too. They feel like without you, there's no air. There's a song. I think it says, how can I breathe with no air, or something like that. If I find it, I'll share it. But living without you is like trying to live without air. Okay, but you can live without each other, but you don't want to. It doesn't fulfill you. It doesn't satisfy you. Why? Because the connection is made that way. It's designed that way. Your connection is eternal, unbreakable. Exactly what's said here. Eternal love. Your connection is eternal and unbreakable. What I'm really feeling with the no air is it's more about going outdoors and breathing and calming your energy down when there's conflict there. Again, we've got another storm here. So I'm definitely seeing this as storms are brewing. So there could be a physical storm like a rainstorm, a sandstorm. There could be a lightning storm, or there could be some other storm going on. Storms can also be chaos. So it could be like a conflict within, which you're going through. And they could have some storms going on in their life. But I feel this could also be shown to you through seeing an actual storm. Whether it's a storm on the sea, or it's a storm on land, however it is you see it. You know, you could see a twister storm, or you could see a rainstorm, or a storm in the ocean. You could see this in a film, a show, in other ways as well as in your physical world, because the bridge is coming together. So the bridge says you are going to communicate, you are going to sort things out, you will come into union, because this connection is between realms. It's a passage to your reality, it's travel, crossing, reviewing one's life, overcoming obstacles. So it's all about how you move together, how you bridge that gap, how you sort things out. So the storm is going to clear the air and bring you both back together. And you're being shown this in dreams as well. So you're connecting in the 5D. That's why you got that 3 card. It's that 3 of Pentacles. That's what I'm seeing it as anyway, wherever it went. Where did the card go? There it is. Yeah, we got it's the 3 of Wands actually. Or is it the 3 of Swords? Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. I'm seeing this as working together as a team in the 5D to bring it together in the physical, especially if you are having a vision of that. If you're in separation, if you're not together, if you feel it's a ghostly love, which is what I'm connecting with. So what are they dreaming about? Because they are dreaming about you and you're dreaming about them. What are they dreaming about? So they are dreaming, says, yes, the dream you had about me, I dreamt about you too. So it's very likely you've dream shared. You've had the same dream. Because they are saying yes. So they may have even been coming to you, giving you a yes in some way. Yes, we will be together. yes, I am going to reach out. Yes, we are going to be in union at the right time. Or I am going to leave that situation, or whatever it is. Or yes, that person is only a friend to me. The dream you had about me, I dreamt about it too. So it's very likely you've had the same dream. What are you dreaming about? In dreams, I'm learning how to master my life. I take risks there. So in the dream you've had, they may well have come into a dream, your dream, and taken a risk. They may have come to you and told you how they feel. They may have been very bold in what they were doing. You may have taken some risks in your dreams too, but I feel that they've come to you in a dream and shown you that they're going to take a risk. And in my dreams, I've kissed your lips 1,000 times. You may even hear that song Hello by Lionel Richie. But this is showing you that you've kissed each other, they've kissed you, you've kissed them. It's been very real in dreams. And what's the energy around the journey? I dreamt that you told me you love me because I am a dreamer. So you are both dreaming. And in these dreams, you're telling each other how you feel. You're taking risks. Because you may even feel like it's a risk for you to say how you feel because you've been hurt so many times. Because you're saying, why haven't you chosen me? I don't feel chosen. Which means you need to choose yourself. So everything that you're experiencing here, all the pain you're going through, because perhaps of a karmic connection or friends or whatever it is, because you feel they're being a ghost, and that's conflicting you because you feel like you've not been chosen, it can all be healed through self-love. And in your dreams, you're being shown the truth. They're coming to you in dreams, they're kissing you, so they're showing you they love you, and they're telling you that they love you, and they're telling you that you're going to be together. So the dreams are actually connecting all the dots and reminding you the love is real, it's eternal, it's not going away. And that's what you need to know. So trust the love because it's real. I hope this helps. Have a great day and I'll see you soon.